Virginia Motorcycle Permit Practice Test 4.
Question 1. How can you make your brake light more noticeable to others?
Flash your brake light. Ride in lighted areas. Use your high beam. Avoid tailgating.
Answer.
Flash your brake light.
Question 2. The safest formation when riding in a group is
The staggered formation. Single file. The V formation. In pairs.
Answer.
The staggered formation.
Question 3. When traveling in heavy congested traffic, what is an adequate space cushion between yourself and the vehicle ahead?
3 seconds. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second.
Answer.
4 seconds.
Question 4. The best way to protect your eyes is with
A windshield. A face shield. A 3/4 helmet. Eyeglasses.
Answer.
A face shield.
Question 5. Your motorcycle chain should be checked
Before every ride. Once a week. At the start of each season. Once a month.
Answer.
Once a week.
Question 6. While passing a row of parked cars, you see that there is a driver in one of the parked vehicles. What should you do?
Stop until the driver has exited the vehicle. Ride in the right lane position so you will be close to the vehicle. Speed up to pass the vehicle quickly. Beep your horn to ensure the driver knows you're there.
Answer.
Beep your horn to ensure the driver knows you're there.
Question 7. Why is it important to cross rail tracks at an angle of at least 45 degrees?
A larger angle would be unsafe. It gives you the best view of oncoming trains. It allows you to cross tracks quickly. At a lesser angle you may catch your tires.
Answer.
At a lesser angle you may catch your tires.
Question 8. When turning a motorcycle, what should you avoid?
Leaning with a motorcycle. Decelerating. Turning your whole head to see where you are going. Accelerating.
Answer.
Decelerating.
Question 9. Decrease your chances of being involved in a collision by
Be visible. Communicate your intentions. Maintaining an adequate space cushion. All these answers are correct.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 10. Which brake control should you use when you need to stop?
The emergency brake. The front brake. The rear brake. Both front and rear brake controls.
Answer.
Both front and rear brake controls.
Question 11. You should not ride your motorcycle alongside of cars because
the car driver cannot make a turn. You could be in a blind spot. Your bike may skid. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
You could be in a blind spot.
Question 12. A motorcycle is less visible than a car because it
has a quieter engine, does not have as many lights, drives faster than a car, has a smaller profile.
Answer.
Has a smaller profile.
Question 13. If you are being followed by a tailgater and he is not able to pass you, you should
increase your following distance. Pull over and stop. Flash your brake lights. Call the police.
Answer.
Increase your following distance.
Question 14. When riding in a group, beginner riders should be positioned
in the front, at the end, in front of the last rider, behind the leader.
Answer.
Behind the leader.
Question 15. While riding your motorcycle, you approach a crosswalk that a pedestrian just stepped into. What should you do?
Stop and wait for the pedestrian to cross the road. Proceed if the pedestrian is not in your lane. Proceed as long as you will not hit the pedestrian. Stop inside the crosswalk.
Answer.
Stop and wait for the pedestrian to cross the road.
Question 16. You should use both front and rear brakes to stop.
In emergencies only. At all times. You should never use both front and rear brakes at the same time. On hills and curves.
Answer.
At all times.
Question 17. When approaching an intersection, the rider should select a lane position to.
All these answers are correct. Increase her visibility to another driver. Reduce the following distance. Increase her speed and pass quickly.
Answer.
Increase her visibility to another driver.
Question 18. For the most stable riding, your knees and feet should be positioned
away from the gas tank and pointing down. Against the gas tank and firmly on the foot pegs. Away from the gas tank and on the foot pegs. Against the gas tank and pointing down.
Answer.
Against the gas tank and firmly on the foot pegs.
Question 19. In which of these situations is someone most likely to try and share a lane with you?
All these answers are correct. In heavy traffic. When preparing to turn at an intersection. When someone wants to pass you.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 20. When riding in a group, motorcycles should ride
in pairs. In single file. In the staggered formation. In the alternate formation.
Answer.
In the staggered formation.
Question 21. When carrying a passenger, they should steady themselves by
holding onto the driver, gripping the backrest, wearing a seatbelt, holding passenger handles.
Answer.
Holding onto the driver.
Question 22. When starting off on your motorcycle, you should start with your right wrist
down, straight, up, locked.
Answer.
Down.
Question 23. When changing lanes on a multi-lane road, it is important to check the lane next to you and
your throttle, the far lane, in front of you, behind you.
Answer.
The far lane.
Question 24. When entering a turn and you need to change gears, when should that change occur?
After entering the turn. After completing the turn. Before entering the turn. At any time.
Answer.
Before entering the turn.
Question 25. Which lane positions are safest for motorcycles?
The left position only. The center position is always the safest option. The safest position will depend on the surroundings. The left and right position are safest.
Answer.
The safest position will depend on the surroundings.
Question 26. When pulling off to the side of the road, you must check to see
that it is a well-lit area, that your brakes are working, that it is a designated area, that the surface is firm enough to ride on.
Answer.
That the surface is firm enough to ride on.
Question 27. In order for a passenger to ride your motorcycle, he or she must have their own.
All these answers are correct. Helmet, seat, footrests.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 28. Which of the following is the most likely place for a collision?
On a curve. At an intersection. On a hill. On a one-way road.
Answer.
At an intersection.
Question 29. If your front tire fails while riding, you should ease off the throttle and
use both brakes and stop on the shoulder of the road. Pull the kill engine switch and roll to a stop. Use the front brake and move to the side of the road. Use the rear brake and move to the side of the road.
Answer.
Use the rear brake and move to the side of the road.
Question 30. When stopping while leaning in a curve, the best course of action is to
never stop in a curve. Use your rear brake only. Use your lean to enhance braking. Try to make the motorcycle perpendicular to the road.
Answer.
Try to make the motorcycle perpendicular to the road.
Question 31. Riding between lanes of traffic is
Permitted only when traffic is not moving. Allowed is designated areas. Prohibited at all times. Prohibited at night.
Answer.
Prohibited at all times.
Question 32. In which of the following situations should you increase your following distance?
Heavy traffic. Slippery conditions. When being tailgated. All these answers are correct.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 33. Using your brakes properly means
Using the front brake only in emergencies. Alternating between the front or rear brakes. Using both brakes every time you stop. Using the front brake only for most stopping situations.
Answer.
Using both brakes every time you stop.
Question 34. Grabbing the front brake could result in
Stopping quickly. Popping a tire. A front wheel lock. A rear wheel lock.
Answer.
A front wheel lock.
Question 35. Why is maintaining a space cushion important?
It gives you space to maneuver. It gives you time to react. All these answers are correct. It gives you time to correct your mistakes.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 36. A hazardous place for motorcycles to travel is
Freeways. Intersections. School zones. Rural roads.
Answer.
Intersections.
Question 37. The best way to carry cargo on a motorcycle is to
Distribute the load evenly. Keep the load forward. Secure the load with elastic cords. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 38. Rolling under throttle through a turn will
Cause the motorcycle to tip over. Help the motorcycle stop. Cause the motorcycle to skid. Help stabilize the motorcycle.
Answer.
Help stabilize the motorcycle.
Question 39. When being passed on the left, it is best to avoid the lane position.
Right. Left and center. Center. Left.
Answer.
Left.
Question 40. Which of the following is important for riding safely on slippery surfaces?
Avoid sudden moves. Lean back. Hold in the clutch. Maintain or increase your speed.
Answer.
Avoid sudden moves.
Question 41. A motorcycle mini lane is
half a traffic lane. A special lane designated for motorcycles only. A full traffic lane width. Approximately 1/3 the width of a traffic lane.
Answer.
Approximately 1/3 the width of a traffic lane.
Question 42. Groups of motorcycle riders should be no larger than riders.
7, 5, 2, 6.
Answer.
5.
Question 43. The 3 steps of the C strategy are
Search, examine, execute. See, execute, examine. Search, evaluate, and execute. See, evaluate, examine.
Answer.
Search, evaluate, and execute.
Question 44. Because cars merging onto the highway may not see you, you should
move to a further lane if possible. Flash your brake light. Move into the center lane position. Pull in the clutch.
Answer.
Move to a further lane if possible.
Question 45. When parking against the curb, you should park
on the crosswalk, at a disabled parking spot, at an angle. C, on the sidewalk.
Answer.
At an angle.
Question 46. To stop as quick as possible, you should
use the front brake only. Use the rear brake only. Use both brakes at the same time. Use either brake while swerving the motorcycle.
Answer.
Use both brakes at the same time.
Question 47. When approaching an intersection where a vehicle may cross your path,
beep your horn to warn other drivers. Always yield to vehicles approaching the intersection. Cover the clutch and brake to reduce your reaction time. Come to a complete stop even if you have the right of way.
Answer.
Cover the clutch and brake to reduce your reaction time.
Question 48. Cargo on your motorcycle should be secured
with elastic cords, with rope, on the chassis bar, behind the rear axle.
Answer.
With elastic cords.
Question 49. Ride more safely at night by
increasing your speed and decreasing your following distance. Increasing your speed and increasing your following distance. Reducing your speed and increasing your following distance. Reducing your speed and decreasing your following distance.
Answer.
Reducing your speed and increasing your following distance.
Question 50. How many lane positions are available to a motorcycle in a single lane of traffic?
4, 2, 1, 3.
Answer.
3. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.